mentioned yesterday that I would be talking about some limiting beliefs that I feel, I can't get this angle right, can I? Limiting beliefs that I feel are holding back equine practitioners like you watching this video right now. So when I asked in the group, what do you feel is holding you back as limiting beliefs? I hear time and time again, I'm not good enough, my skills aren't good enough, I need something, like something's missing, which basically is the same as I'm not good enough. So when it's something's missing, it could be, oh, if I do this course, or if I have this extra certificate, or if I do this other CPD session, then I'll be good enough. So what I wanted to talk to you today is, how do you overcome that really negative kind of lack feeling of, oh, I'm not enough, I'm not quite good enough? Because of course that then leads into, well, I'm not quite ready, I'm not good enough, people won't book me. And what do you know? People aren't going to want to book somebody that doesn't believe in themselves. So here are my real quick fire ideas and suggestions to help you right this second. One, might sound simple, you have to decide that you are good enough right as you are. If you honestly don't think you're watching this, presuming you are either qualified or about to qualify, like you are legally able to go and treat horses, you meet the legal requirements, that is enough. You know, I had somebody in the Expert Academy last year saying, oh, well, I can't get any clients, I won't get any clients because I'm too newly qualified. And what was really interesting is that people who've been in business longer were really quick to jump in and say, well, actually, your skills and knowledge could be far more up to date than somebody that's been doing this for, I don't know, 40 years and has maybe taken their foot off the interest level and is just kind of going through the motions. So so as long as you are legally able to treat horses, you've got all the paperwork in place, you are good enough. And this is what I want to get across to you as my first point. You have to simply decide that you are enough right now. Of course, you're always going to want to improve. Of course, you're going to want to learn new skills. Of course, there's other bits of equipment that could help you do your job even better, but they don't make you enough. Do you see what I mean? You don't want to need this extra validation that, well, I'll be good enough when I've done X, Y, and Z. As long as you are, as I said, legally qualified, you have the paperwork in place to go and help horses, then that's enough. You have to simply decide that, right, okay, I'm enough. You have to affirm this to yourself. Day after day after day after day after day. I'm enough, I'm good enough, I'm ready, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough. Stick it around the house, stick it as phone reminders, put it on every mirror, stick it inside your work diary, write it out 20 times every morning, do it again at lunchtime, do it before you fall asleep. Might sound excessive, but if you've been spieling like this for months, years even, you're going to have to do something quite drastic to start overcoming this. So simply telling yourself, I am enough, and reaffirming this again and again and again and again is a really great starting place. Now, what you're next going to need is some evidence. So you could be writing this out thinking, well, I don't actually feel it. I'm just doing it because you said, I don't really feel like I'm good enough. Find some evidence to back that up, that you are enough. What I'd like you to do after watching this video is, you can start with 10, but extra brownie points if you can go to 20 or beyond. I would like you to write out at least minimum of 10 horses where you have made a difference, where you are enough. So maybe it's the case that on paper, it was never going to come right. You were like the last resort. They tried this, they tried that, and you were able to help this horse. You were able to get it back on the road. Maybe you helped rehab it. Maybe you helped pinpoint an issue. I don't know the circumstances, but I know there's been horses that you've worked with where you were the magic link. You were the magic one. I'm sure it took hours, months, lots of time and patience and perseverance, but you were that magic missing key. So you can easily find 10 horses. If you haven't been practicing for that long, think of horses that you have interacted with, that you have ridden with, or you've ridden or found a special connection with, where you help them, where you help make a difference. And use this as your evidence for how you are good enough, how you do get results, how you do help horses. And this with affirming yourself, ideally hourly, but several times a day, that you are enough is going to be your first step in moving forward and feeling enough. But as I said, you have got to decide. It's just easy to get stuck in this mindset of, this is not enough. I'm not enough. And then you're always looking for something else. You're always looking for, oh, well, once I've watched the CPD on, or the online training, I don't know, the horse's back, or, oh, well, when there's 3 weeks time, I'm watching this great one on hocks. Once I've seen that, then I'll be good enough as a therapist. Don't get me wrong. I could watch veterinary training all day long. Brilliant. And of course you need to be doing that. But that is not going to be the thing that makes a difference. You are the thing that's going to be making the difference. You telling yourself, I am enough. You starting to develop that self-belief is what's going to make you feel enough. So as I said, there's no magic bullet. You have to take the time to do this work on yourself and then find evidence of how you are enough. 10, 20 horses where you've made a real difference. Look back on some of these testimonials. I know your clients say amazing things about you, but if you're stuck in this sort of tunnel vision of, oh, I'm not enough, I'm not that great, you don't even hear it. You know, it's just people's lovely, kind words are kind of just bouncing back off you. So why don't you make a little folder on your phone in the photo section? Every time someone sends you a message like, Tina, oh my goodness, he feels so much better today. Tigger was so bouncy in my lesson 3 days after you treated him, or whatever it is. Screenshot it and just put it in this little folder of success stories. And then if you're like, having a bit of a not good enough slump, just revisit it and you'll just be buoyed up with suddenly feeling, oh yeah, I am good enough. I'm already doing this work. I'm already making a difference. So in summary, how to get over, I don't feel enough, I'm not good enough, my equipment isn't good enough. It starts with you. You have to decide you're good enough. You have to commit to repeating to yourself and affirming to yourself again and again and again, I'm enough, I'm good enough, I'm ready, I can do this, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough. And then you need to find evidence that you have made a difference, that it does all work. Success stories from clients, horses where you're like, oh yes, I can remember that horse, and my goodness, what a great result we got with that one. I can't wait to hear how you're getting on. Feel free to post in the comments below this video and let me know about some of these success stories. I would love to see some pictures. When you think of these 10 horses, feel free to drop in some pictures. I would love to hear the backstory, because trust me, you've got all the evidence you need. You just need to find it again. It's all in here somewhere. You just have to reconnect, find it, and then commit to reaffirming it to yourself. You can do this. Good luck. I can't wait to hear how you get on.